Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second and final video blog of the night for Sunday, September 4th, 2016, around 7:02 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. Sunny out. Sun's going to be going down in approximately 10 minutes or so. Then it's going to be cloudy. Tropical storm warning for the south coast of New England, south of Boston, especially the Cape Cod and the islands, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, especially at the coast, is going to get some rain and tropical storm force winds of 39 miles per hour from post-tropical storm Hermine. It's supposed to wander off for a couple of days in the mid-Atlantic before shooting out to sea. North of Boston's not going to get significant rainfall, maybe on and off rain showers for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but we do need the rain. Some news to report: the Oakland A's beat the Boston Red Sox by a score of 1-0 in a heartbreaker. Eduardo Rodriguez had a no-hitter into the 8th inning. And Clayton Kershaw, ace pitcher from the Los Angeles Dodgers, will be returning to the team's rotation on Friday. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is about one of the most famous professional wrestling jobbers of all time, the late great S.D. Special Delivery Jones. Special Delivery Jones was in the world of sports entertainment for over 20 years. He was known for being a preliminary wrestler, a jobber on WWE TV in the 1970s and the 1980s. S.D. Jones was born in Antigua. His real name was Conrad Elfman, and before getting in the world of professional wrestling, Elfman worked for the telephone company, and he went to Johnny Rodz School of Wrestling, and Johnny Rodz trained him. He made his professional wrestling debut in 1971 on a few WWF cards, usually losing a lot. Then he got sent to the Carolinas, Mid-Atlantic area from seasoning. Then he became Roosevelt Jones, who was the kayfabe brother of Rufus R. Jones, who was a legend in the Mid-Atlantic territory, and they had a long-running feud with the Andersons, Ole and Gene, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, for about a few years. Then around 1975, SD went to California. He had his great success in California. He was the America's Tag Team Championships for 3 times, 2 times. He was partners with Pork Chop Cash, and the other ones with Tom Jones, not the singer, and they feuded with the Hollywood Blondes, the original ones, Buddy Roberts and Jerry Brown, not the governor of California, and the Great Goliath and Black Gorman. Around 1977, SD wrestled primarily for the WWF and WWE. For the next 13 years, SD was prominent on WWF/WWE television. He won some matches with a neckbreaker by beating some preliminary wrestlers who were lower in the cards on him. But when he wrestled the big heels in the WWF and the WWE, SD was competitive, but he would always be on the short end of the sticks. He would always get bullied a lot by Captain Lou Albano. And from time to time, when SD won a big match against a preliminary wrestler, he had decent mic skills, and he said that he brings out the best competition of his wrestlers, which he did. He sometimes teamed with Tony Atlas, and they had some matches with Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito for the WWE Tag Team Championship on smaller cards. Around 1981, 1982, Fuji and Saito won because one of them pinned SD Jones. What a surprise. One time, SD Jones and Tony Atlas were in a battle royal in Philadelphia Spectrum, and they were the last two competitors and had to flip a coin who would win. Tony Atlas won, and so he had to throw SD Jones, jokingly slamming him onto the ring mat, and they had fun afterwards winning that. Also, SD Jones was tag team partners with Andre the Giant, and during the match with facing off against Ken Patera and Big John Studd on WWE Championship Wrestling, the infamous haircut match, like SD was tagging Andre the Giant. He hit his head on the ring railing, and Studd and Patera cut Andre the Giant's hair, raped his dignity, and Bobby the Brain Heenan held SD Jones at bay. SD did not win too many matches for the WWE in the 1980s, but they had an action figure doll of SD Jones, and he was in the music video Land of a Thousand Dances. Around 1988-1989, SD basically wrestled for the WWE on their house shows in the Northeast, usually putting over talent, and then he started to wrestle some independent cards in the Northeast, including IWCCW, and he even wrestled for Herb Abrams' UWF. And he retired from the pro wrestling business around the early 1990s. Afterwards, he drove a top truck for the New York Times, and even worked as a taxi cab driver in New York and Philadelphia. Eventually, he retired back to his native Antigua, and he inducted his good friend Tony Atlas into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2006. In November of 2008, SD Special Delivery Jones passed away at the age of 63 after suffering a stroke a couple of days earlier before he passed away. And SD Jones was probably one of the most famous jobbers in WWE history, but he was so competitive, and even when sometimes he won, he showed some decent mic skills. He should have gotten at least a mid-card push in the WWF or WWE, because he had a lot of charisma and stuff like that. But you need so many jobbers in WWE, and SD fit that role perfectly, and I don't know if he'll ever get into the WWE Hall of Fame. He'll get into it posthumously, which is a shame, because he should have been inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame when he was alive. That's about it on SD Special Delivery Jones. I will be back Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus tomorrow for only 2 video blogs, because it's a holiday, it's Labor Day. First video blog will be about the Howard Johnson's hotel and restaurant chain, tell you about that. And the second and final video blog of the night will be the personality profile. Tomorrow's personality profile will be about TV game show host / voiceover actor Todd Newton. Some great video blogs coming your way this week, which will include Week 1 NFL predictions, and OWHA, and New England Hockey Journal, among others, plus some good personality profiles, which will include Samantha Harris, and Ernie Howell, and Lauren Prisbol, and James J. Dillon, and Troy Aikman, among others for those personality profiles. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. And I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Roseblatt of WCCO accents, nice legs. Elizabeth Hot, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. And Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 is such a cool guy, and she's got the best legs in New York City. And Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent. And in the words of Paris Hilton, that's hot. Good night. See you tomorrow.